What's going on, all you horror movie maniacs out there? Phat Samurai Guy is here, and I just got out of the theater of the film A Quiet Place, and all I gotta say is wow. Wow, yeah. So, if you watch our trailer reaction, me and Lady Phat Blood, unfortunately, she wasn't able to see it with me today, which kind of sucks, but don't worry, I'll show it to her later. We watched the trailer, the third and final trailer for the film, and we did a trailer reaction video. Make sure you guys check that out if you're curious. And we weren't really that impressed. I was interested, but I was a little disappointed that it was a creature feature, but it was PG-13. So I was kind of like, I was kind of back and forth on it, but I was still interested. And Lady Phat Blood just wasn't having it at all. She was just like, she wasn't bagging on the movie, but she was bagging on the trailer delivery itself. Just wasn't impressive. So she wasn't really into it at all. And then everybody in our video for that trailer reaction, in the comments below, they were letting us know, Phat Samurai Guy, Lady Phat Blood, watch the first two trailers, fuck the third trailer, and we didn't know, so apparently the first two trailers were a lot better, so, and kind of set up the tone of what the film was really like, so fuck that third trailer. But anyway, in that trailer reaction, the one thing I said was, well, and we were both talking about, we were concerned about bad CGI creatures, and that can ruin a movie, and, a perfect example of that is Signs, a movie. I've only seen that movie once, and I really enjoyed it. But, well, I enjoyed it up to a point, and the point I'm trying to make is I was really into it. It had a lot of suspense, a lot of tension in Signs, and then right at the end, when they finally show the fucking alien, the really bad, generic-looking CGI alien, ruined the whole fucking movie. It just ruined that movie. So we were kind of concerned about that with this film, you know what I mean? Because, you know, bad CGI monsters can ruin a movie. And that is not the case with this film. The CGI is not I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing CGI creature effects, okay? The creatures can look a little generic at times. But the good news is that pretty much for 80% of the movie, about 70% of the movie, they don't really show the full alien. They don't really show, or whatever it is, they don't really show the creature until the very end. And by that time, you know, like I said, I wasn't blown away with the CGI effects, but by that time, I just didn't give a shit. It did not ruin my enjoyment of the film. It did not ruin the movie for me. But yeah, in that trailer reaction video, I also mentioned that, you know, I was just kind of hoping, you know, if the CGI effects fail, I was at least hoping that the film would have a lot of suspense, a lot of tension, and something to make me grip my seat and or sit on the edge of it. And yeah, I was doing a little bit of that in this movie. I wasn't obvious, okay? I wasn't obvious. The guy next to me was. He was like all forward on his seat. But this is not a non-stop action thrill ride type of movie. It's a slow burn movie, but just heavy on suspense, heavy on tension building, and very rarely do you get a break with this movie. But it's not a non-stop. I'm just letting you guys know, it's not a non-stop action, explosions, gunfire, blood everywhere, thrill ride type of film. It is very slow paced, okay, but never once was I bored. I was very, very, very invested with the characters of the film and invested with what was going on. But here's the thing. Now, the less you know about the film, the better. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to talk too much about the plot, because the less you know about the film, the better. So what I will say is I was very, very, I mean, if you've seen the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, you kind of get the gist of the film. There's kind of an invasion hinted at. All of Earth is fucked, and basically we kind of got a semi-post-apocalyptic type world. Not so much, I mean, not like Mad Max status, but, you know, resources are limited, okay? And these creatures attack by sound. And so everybody, has to be quiet, can't make any noise. That's the premise of the film, the basic premise of the film, and that's all you need to know. I'm not going to explain, going too deep of the plot. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But I am actually very shocked and surprised that a big budget studio like Paramount would allow a film like this to be released in theaters everywhere. I'm very surprised by this, and I'll tell you why. Because this movie, probably maybe 60% of the film, 60 to 65% of the film, there's no dialogue, guys. There's no dialogue in this movie. Well, I mean, there's dialogue, but what I mean is spoken dialogue in this film. The family, because of the situation they're in, they have to communicate with each other via sign language. And their daughter is deaf, so they just taught the whole family sign language, so that way they keep everybody safe. So 60% of the film, you don't really hear their voices, you don't really hear them talk, and a lot of it is subtitled. So the Phat Cat, yeah, she, the Phat Cat Rich studio guys, the executives, they see a film like this, probably the first 15 minutes, and they were probably like, I thought we made a talkie. Isn't this a talkie? I thought silent films were dead. What is this? You know how studios are, man. And I'm very surprised that they have greenlit a movie like this. I think the leading star and director did a really good job. I mean, he really did a good job. Just the movie, the cinematography looked great. The camera work was great. The soundtrack by Melko Batrami. He's a very underrated composer. Soundtrack was really good. The acting performances were really good. And I'm just very surprised that a movie like this was kind of greenlit because, nobody wants to not hear the actor speak. Or nobody wants to read subtitles. That's just how it is, except for me. I don't have a problem with that. I watch foreign cinema all the time. So yeah, I'm very surprised a movie like this, very slow burn, not an action blockbuster fest, for a creature feature. The film takes its time telling the story. I'm very surprised a movie like this got greenlit, mainstream wise. So that's really all I'm going to say, is that it's just, I don't want to ruin it. So it's a survival film with this family, and just, man, the tension and suspense is very good. I highly recommend it, you must see this in theater. Go this weekend, okay? Go this weekend, okay? This movie deserves a lot of money. Okay, give this movie your money. Don't fucking stream it for free, okay? Don't stream it for free, and don't watch it on your little phone, all right? Little itty-bitty phone with crappy sound. Don't do that, and then watch the movie and be like, it's boring. There's nothing going on. You can't even hear them talk. Okay? Don't do that, okay? Because if you do that, and a movie like this bombs and doesn't do well, studios are less likely to take risks for indie horror type projects, even though it's not that indie horror, but you know what I mean. But anyway, highly recommended you guys check this movie out. You don't see horror movies like this. I mean, in a long time, you just don't see horror films like this in a mainstream theater released everywhere. So go see it in a theater with some badass sound. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. And yeah, very well done, very well done. I'm very pleased, very satisfied. And I'm going high with this one, guys. I'm giving A Quiet Place 4.7 out of 5. All right. Thanks again for watching. As always, you guys rock. Go see the movie. I'll see you guys next time.